thing going here. Set that money right there. Excuse me just one second. I'm going to hydrate. Okay. I'd show y'all what that was, but I don't want to pay royalties to the actual company. All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. I'm on leave. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, don't matter what day of the week it is, it's my time and it's my time off. So I figured I'd get back in here and do just what I said with the last video. Keep on entertaining you guys with some prison stories. From the last video that I had a little blurb in there where I talked about an escapee that's currently going on right now. And I had an outpouring of comments, emails, asking for more details to it. And I just kind of calmly said, well, you can go to the TDCJ. Yeah, fuck that. You don't want to do that. You want to hear me talk about it. So I went ahead and I did some research and I looked up details about this, and it's kind of disturbing and can probably get worse. So if you guys don't mind, bear with me. I am prepared, but bear with me here. I'm going to refer back to my handy notes here and there and give you guys the story and the lowdown of what's actually going on with this situation. So on May the 12th, there was an escape from TDCJ by offender named, I'm going to pronounce it as best I can, it's highly Hispanic, Gonzalo Artimo Lopez. I'll say that one more time while I make eye contact here. 46 years old, Gonzago Artimo Lopez. Okay, he's escaped from TDCJ, and as of today, as of the filming of this video, it is noon, May 20. I don't even know what day it is. Shit, May 23rd, May 24th, whatever day it is, it's Monday at noon, and this guy is still at large. This incident happened on May the 12th. Okay, so it's been going on for not quite 2 weeks now, and still hasn't been resolved. Let's talk about how this actually happened and what possibly could have been done about it. I'm not here to Monday morning quarterback, even though it is Monday morning. I'm not here to quarterback the efforts of the agency. I'm going to devil's advocate it and give my own opinions on it. So, who was this inmate and how did this happen? Well, 46-year-old Gonzago Lopez, he had listed on here 2 counts. First count, capital murder out of Hidalgo County in Texas. Second, attempted capital murder in Webb County. Okay, well, what's the difference in murder and capital murder? Murder, so for the crimes in Texas, you have to have a mental state, mental culpability, and elements of the crime. Example, intentionally or knowingly. I intended to do said offense. I knew I was going to do said offense. And then there's 2 other mental states. I can't remember what it was. And then there are the elements of it. For murder, you have to intentionally or knowingly cause the death of an individual. Okay? So what does that actually mean? I walk up to an individual, I've got, for whatever reason, a metal pipe in my hand, and I hit that person in the head. I intended to kill them. I knew I was going to kill them. That would be murder. Here's another example. I'm driving down the road, not very good at my driving skills, and there's somebody crossing the street. I hit that individual and I keep driving. I didn't intend to kill them. I didn't know I was going to kill them because I wasn't even paying attention to them. That would be an example of manslaughter. Okay, so there's your third. The fourth one, criminal negligence. I'm driving in the same vehicle, and that individual that I hit, they were injured. I stop, I get out, I pick them up, I put them in the car. Okay, I'm driving them to the hospital. I'm driving really fast. I'm coming up to a curve. The curve says 15 miles per hour. In my haste to try to get them to medical attention, I'm doing 45 miles per hour. I lose control of the vehicle, sling out, and this individual bangs their head on the side of the door there, and they die from it. Criminal negligence, defined as an individual ought to have known better and caused the death of said individual. I didn't know they were going to die. I didn't intend to do it. I wasn't in the right state of mind when this happened, but I did cause the death of that. So those are the 4 mental culpable states there. Elements, you have to meet elements of certain crime. Burglary, you have to have entered into a habitation. Robbery, you had to physically remove something from an individual, taking it from their pocket, their hand, whatever. You guys are getting the idea, okay? So what is capital murder? Well, this is an elevated charge. Capital murder is an elevated crime of murder. Certain aspects had to have been met. 1, it was an individual under the age of 17. 2, it was an elderly individual. Elderly defined as over the age of 65. 3, it was a disabled or individual with some kind of mental handicap. Or you were in the commission of committing some other kind of a crime and the death involved. Let's see. Going up to rob somebody. They're taking the wallet from the individual, and during the course of that, the individual smacks them upside the head, shoots them, something of that nature. It's aggravated at that point, meaning it's elevated. Capital murder in Texas is about the highest of the crime that you can achieve. It's the crowning achievement of the penal code offenses. Typically, death penalty is imposed with that. Now, I'm not here to get into any kind of litigation about the crimes, how they happen. Just as of listed right here, this individual was in prison for capital murder and attempted capital murder. What does attempted capital murder mean? I don't know. I don't have the details of the offenses that this individual committed. So, let's get to the actual escape. All right. I drew out, God, I hate actually posting this, a very crude map of Texas. Okay. Probably backwards with the way the camera actually is, but we got Fort Stockton, El Paso over here, Midland, way up in the area, Dallas, San Antonio, kind of somewhere in the center. And then going down here, we got Mexico. And then going this direction, I know, I'm sorry, this is backwards. Going toward the east, we got Louisiana. Beaumont is around this area. That's where I'm from. Yay. Shout out to all my Beaumont peeps. And so forth. Where the individual escaped was here around Leon County. Leon County, the center point of the town is Centerville, Texas. It's approximately 15,000 population. Where the crimes occurred, we got Hidalgo County, which is where the capital murder charge occurred, right down here at the south. It is the furthest southern county that you can get before we get down into Mexico. And then next to it, we had Webb County, where the attempted charge was from there. Okay, these two counties, they don't really have anything to do with what's going on up here in Leon. I just wanted to post those for geographical reference. I'm sorry. I did the best I could at drawing. I'm not an artist. So let's go ahead and talk about what actually occurred here. On May the 12th, the individual was being transported from the Hughes unit, which is in Gatesville, Texas, to the Estelle unit for medical reasons. It didn't list what the medical reason is. The inmate is still protected by the HIPAA laws. At some point during this transport, the inmate, this is according to the TDCJ website, this is also on their Facebook page, I took notes from all this, the inmate was able to defeat his restraints, okay? This inmate was being transported on a bus in a specific separate cage, separating him from all other inmates. The descriptions didn't list if there were other inmates involved in this. I don't think there were. Otherwise, there would have been multiple escape attempts. So I'm thinking it was a bus. It could have even been a van. I can't imagine one inmate being in a Greyhound bus type style, but it might have been. So we had the CO who was driving, and we had the secondary officer who was somewhere in the back. This inmate, somehow or another, was able to defeat his restraints, according to the page, get out of his handcuffs, get through the metal cage, crawled through the bottom of it, engaged the driver. I don't know why. The driver at some point stops the vehicle, gets outside, and gets into an altercation with inmate Lopez. The secondary officer exits the vehicle, gets outside, engages with this individual being inmate Lopez. Lopez was able to re-enter the bus, start driving again. Okay, you can't make this shit up. Start driving again. The COs open fire on the bus. They probably would have been carrying 6-shot revolvers, best case scenario, in their holsters. Shoot at the bus. They hit the tire. Inmate Lopez exits the bus, runs into the woods off of Highway 7 in Leon County, and has been, in the movies they always say, at large, and has since escaped TDCJ custody ever since then. Okay, so what does all that mean? This guy gets out of his cage, attacks the driver, they get outside the vehicle, I don't know why. Second officer gets out, again, I don't know why. Gets into an altercation with the inmate. The inmate gets back inside the vehicle. I can imagine this probably took place in a span of probably 30 seconds, a minute, something like that. Starts driving down the road again. I'm guessing the vehicle was still turned on. Probably just put in park. I don't know. I don't know how this could have happened. They shoot at the vehicle. It disables it. Okay, why didn't they chase the vehicle? I don't know. Maybe they were old. Usually the individuals that are on transport, they've got about 5, that's 4. They've got about 5 French fries. French fry being a service stripe for 5 years. They're old, grizzled veterans of TDCJ. Maybe they weren't in the greatest of shape. I don't know. Somehow or another, this inmate was able to get away. Since then, the Facebook page has been absolutely exploding, blowing up with comments, very few updates. The biggest source of the comments coming from it was visitation canceled. All the housewives of TDCJ have been absolutely exploding and flaming with comments about, I can't visit old Pookie Bear, Jim Jones, James, he needs to come see me. They canceled visitation because the state has always been short-staffed. Okay, there's never been enough COs to staff the units. Why the National Guard hasn't come in to really work with this agency, I don't know. So they're short-staffed as it is, and now they're having to use every kind of limited resources that they have to try to catch this guy. Every CO with vehicles that are available, on horseback. You can look up these pictures. I would post them. We know that I don't do that on these pages. Raw, amateur, just as it is. So not only are they having to keep the units running as best they can, they're trying to look for this freaking turd who's escaped. Where is he? Nobody knows. Fuck, for all I know, he could be watching this video right now, making his way to Virginia, coming to see me. That would make an interesting time. I don't think it's going to happen, but that would be interesting. So many people have been posting, man, he's already in Mexico. Okay. You saw in the crude map that I posted where Leon County is. It's north of San Antonio. He's probably about 500 miles away from Mexico. Maybe he did go there. I don't know. Who knows? Texas is such a huge freaking state. Dude could be anywhere. Dude could still be in the woods from where he went. I highly doubt that. Pretty sure the first thing that he did, all inmates in TDC wear white. I'm pretty sure the first thing he did was take those clothes off, get him a change of clothes, and who knows where he is and what he's doing on that. It really is disheartening that this did occur. I don't blame the two COs that were in the transport van. There's any number of things that could have happened for how he could have got out. There's this story. There's that story. Somewhere in there, somewhere in the middle there is the truth. You'll almost never get the two equally matched up. The only way we could was if we could get the inmate and the COs there together and start talking and hash out what happened. That's never going to happen, though. It's just not. So I really hate that this did happen. It really puts TDCJ in a negative light, and with visitation being canceled, man, the uproar, the upheaval from all the negative comments, man, there were people protesting outside of units, signs holding up, let Pookie Bear out, all kinds of things right there. Just there was very little concern for the actual real situation, which was an inmate has escaped. Apparently a very dangerous inmate for the two charges. I guarantee you, he had more charges on him than just those two. It's just those were the two major ones that were listed, and just the first one would mean the dude's never going to get out of prison. Never. He's going to die in there, either of old age, some kind of charge, or another inmate. The second one, just about as bad. I guarantee there's multiple other charges on that. So when's he going to get caught? I don't know. How? Who knows? I'm going to post some photos on here of what the inmate does look like, and also a phone number that anybody can call if they do have any kind of information. I highly recommend, if anyone does spot this individual, don't approach him. Don't try to do the vigilante justice, the inmate justice kind of thing. Call in this number. Let the authorities do their job. One of the good things about being a corrections officer in TDCJ, if there's an escape attempt, deadly force. Straight up. Law enforcement officers, cops, police officers, those certified under the TCOL certification, they're only authorized to use deadly force as a last resort only for any kind of a situation. COs, if there's an escape attempt, inmate touches the fence, inmate starts climbing, shots fired. No questions asked. Straight to it. They go from, I'm telling you to stop, I'm shooting you, you're dead. Okay? And while they're outside the facility, that authority is granted 24 hours a day every time. They see the individual, they don't even have to say anything to him. Deadly force. Probably one of the things I really do miss about TDCJ. All right, I'm starting to lose it here. Folks, man, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for helping me get by. If anyone does have any information about this escape, please follow up with TDCJ. The links will be posted down below where you can. Hope you were enjoyed by this video. Man, everyone take care. Be safe. Take care of yourselves.